The U.S. Supreme Court handed President Donald Trump a major victory by curbing the power of lone federal judges to block executive actions. In a 6-3 ruling stemming from Trump's bid to end birthright citizenship, the court said that nationwide injunctions issued by district court judges are likely to exceed the equitable authority that Congress has granted to federal courts. My colleague Disha Bakshi has more details, but first listen in to what Donald Trump had to say.
This morning, the Supreme Court has delivered a monumental victory for the Constitution, the separation of powers, and the rule of law in striking down the excessive use of nationwide injunctions to interfere with the normal functioning of the executive branch. I'm grateful to the Supreme Court for stepping in and solving this very, very big and complex problem, and they've made it very simple. We can now promptly file to proceed with numerous policies that have been wrongly enjoined on a nationwide basis. And some of the cases we're talking about would be ending birthright citizenship, which now comes to the fore. That was meant for the babies of slaves. It wasn't meant for people trying to scam the system and come into the country on a vacation.
Now, specifically, there has been a ruling regarding Trump's birthright citizenship ban, and which is going to have a major impact on Indian Americans. There's about 5 million Indian Americans living in the US at this point, and this is going to have a major impact on them with the courts now ruling that certain states, there's a partial enforcement of US President Donald Trump's ban on birthright citizenship, which means that the 14th Amendment of the US Constitution, which does give anyone who's born in the US automatic citizenship, this would now be majorly affected, and many states would now no longer be following this law, and meaning that Indian Americans, especially those on H-1B visas, work visas, their children who were born in the US, they will no longer be automatically getting US citizenship. This also means that many Indians who were participating in what is known as birth tourism, essentially going to the US to give birth to their child so that that child immediately gets American citizenship, this will no longer happen. It is going to have a major impact on the millions and millions of Indian Americans who are currently in the US. But not just that, the 6-3 majority conservative ruling of the Supreme Court has also limited lower courts' ability to take action against US President Donald Trump's presidential or executive orders. They've limited their ability to block these orders. You know, the Trump administration over the past 5 months has been facing a lot of legal backlash, whether it comes to Harvard, whether it comes to their immigration crackdown. Many of his executive orders, in fact, have been paused due to quote-unquote, the constitutionality of the matter. Well, in this case, when it comes to birthright citizenship, the Supreme Court did not really discuss anything about the constitutional legality of this ban, but has now said that there is going to be a partial enforcement of this ban, but has also mentioned that this ban will not take place for the next 30 days. So it does give a 30-day period of legal limbo, as well as a chance for many families and many states to seek or appeal this ruling.